Dear Lewis, my name is Michaela. You can say it on the podcast if you want. Okay. I doubt it will get back to anyone here in Central Texas. I'm 26 years old, and about a year ago, I was listening to your podcast, and you said something about being in your 20s. You said something, I can't do this, I'll fuck it up. You said something about your 20s being the time to throw caution to the wind and chase your crazy dreams. Yes, you must. I've always had self-esteem problems, and although I knew I wanted to become a doctor, I hadn't really put all the effort I should have into my courses in college because I never really believed I was capable of becoming one. I worked in research for a while after school and liked it well enough that I had grown comfortable, but I still had that dream of going to medical school in the back of my mind. I don't know exactly what it was that you said, but something about the idea of almost recklessly chasing your dreams inspired me to sign up for the MCAT, Medical College Admissions Test. Awesome. It took a couple of tries, but I finally did well enough that I felt confident. Oh, I'm reading the same sentence again. See, I couldn't become a fucking doctor. I can barely read your email. It took a couple of tries, but I finally did well enough that I felt confident to apply to medical school. It's been a long process. I had to study for months, then write a primary application, get 4 recommendation letters, then write my secondary application. But just yesterday, I got selected for and did my first medical school interview. Amazing. You inspired me to just keep pushing for what I want. And even if I don't make it in this application cycle, I now have the confidence to keep going and know that I can make it eventually. So I'd like to thank you and let you know that you're partially to blame if I become a doctor. That's amazing. Well done. Yeah, you really have to, you just have to try. You have to just try. You have to try and you have to fail and you have to go for it. And nothing happened. There is no such thing as failing. You can get rejected. You can not get a result that you want. You can lose a race. But the failure is an invented concept by human beings because there is no failure. There really truly is no such thing as failure. You can lose and you can get beaten by someone else, but failure is something that we invented, and if we invented it, it's only real if we accept it. What is failure? Can you describe that to me? Never making it. What's it? Getting beaten. What's being beaten? By who? You know, like what is that? Like failure to me sounds like a permanent state, and it's only permanent if you agree. It requires your consent. Failure. So if you think you're a failure, you are. If you think you've failed, you are. If you think you haven't, you haven't. It's a concept. It's not real unless you internalize and accept it and really create that reality. I mean, for fuck's sake, I believe that after you die, you're alive with God. You know, like there is no death even. There's a thing after that. That's a reality that I live in, and that's beautiful. There is no such thing as failure unless you accept it. The second email, a month after, exactly. Oh no, 1 year after. Fuck. Okay. So the first email was. Oh, I'm such an idiot. This is a whole year after. The last email was December 25. Now it's January 26. Am I fucking retarded? Only if being retarded is just a concept. Does this really undo all of my motivational talk if I just say something profound and then say something absolutely fucking brain dead moronic after? Maybe it makes it more. I am the broken clock. That's what I should rename this podcast to, Broken Clock Sundays. Anyway, so that was a month ago. Well, that was in December. And then January 26th. Dear Lewis, I got in. I'm going to be a doctor. I was so excited when I found out that I started crying at work. Thank you so much for the inspiration that you gave me. This is my dream, and it means so much to be here in my life. That's beautiful. Michaela, well done. You see what happens when you try? It's really hard and it's really scary, and it might work. That's beautiful. Well done. Well done, Dr. Michaela. Good luck. God bless you. That's amazing. That's made my day. And this is what I like. This is what I mean. This is what I was talking about earlier in the podcast. When you see all this evil, reprehensible stuff, it's designed to create despair in you so that you allow more of it to happen, so that you don't put goodness back into the world. And if you can maintain a positive worldview, and if you can stay hopeful and encourage that for other people, you have no idea the impact that you have on others. You know, me doing a stupid little speech about how it's important to try has resulted in someone being like, fuck it, I'm going to see, and this woman will go on to save lives. And that's only because of me. She has nothing to do with that. That's all me. So whenever this girl who becomes a doctor saves the life of someone else, she deserves none of the credit for that at all. And that's actually all because of me. And if this, and in fact, every dollar that this woman makes, she owes it to me, because I talked on a podcast about the importance of trying. And obviously, there's a lot of waffle that goes on about doctors and nurses being heroes, but the real hero is me, because I inspired this doctor. So every good thing that she does is owned by me. And you should all be saying thank you in the comment section, because while this woman might be doing the hard work and the studying and the grueling hours, the real hero is the podcaster, because I told her that maybe she should give it a shot. Can you see what I'm saying here? Is like, I'm a hero. And we need to stop celebrating healthcare workers so much. So obviously, cool. Congratulations, Michaela. Ooh, I'm a doctor. I think we know who the real hero is, and it's the Australian comedian with a relatively small podcast. Okay, sweetheart? Nah, that's awesome. Congratulations, Michaela. That's great. See what happens when you try? All right. That's it. I'm going to continue on Patreon. If you want more podcasts, it's up on Patreon, and there's a whole backlog there. So support me on Patreon, because I'm a fucking hero. All right, I'm the one that really needs the support, because I'm actually creating real positive change, and so should you. All right, that's it. I'll talk to you on Patreon. I hope you have a shit one. Bye.